2011 Ultimate Builder Custom Bike Show in Novi, Michigan. We're talking with Jack McCoy of M43 Custom Sports. Jack, take a minute and give us a little about your background, please.
Jack McCoy, been building custom bikes since the late 80s, always been a hobby. What we started here with was a 2008 Suzuki B King, 1340cc. It was more of a naked design Hayabusa. With Pro Street in mind, keeping everything short and fat and having a lot of power, I wanted to go with a big wheel. From the front of this, we have a 21-inch RC Components Raven wheel with Avon Venom rubber on it. We're using RC Components Raven matching rotor. Front has tricky front air ride suspension, all runs off remote, double switches tied up with tricky air ride in the rear also. As we come through the bike, turbo technology, we've been messing with it since the early 90s, mid 90s with the Boosas and ZX14s. It's been really big in the market. I want to do something a little bit different. We have dual ceramic ball bearing 14G Turbonetics turbos, wastegates, and blow-off valves. Internals on the motor are JE pistons, crawler rods in it. Transmission's been undercut. Cam and cam gears have been adjusted. The newer Boosas from 08 run 8 fuel injectors, so on our older Boosas we had to do secondary fuel injection. This one we're using the stock fuel injection setup itself and then modified pumps and lines and injectors through Power Commander system. When we did the 21-inch front wheel, we had clearance issues with the radiator. It is a liquid-cooled 1340 motor. So the radiator's been put in the rear. It's a full custom radiator with fan setup. We took the B King seat, split it with the Gixxer 1000 seat to come up with the seat that's here. Ostrich skin cover on it. 8-over composite Gixxer 1000 tail. A lot of the fat tire bikes, the fad's been going through, and the big negative with them was the jack shaft and having 2 chains. This bike here has a modified OSD system, which has a support plate that uses the frame swing arm pivot point to keep the output shaft from having tension from the performance or horsepower like this bike's going to make. So you have a 330 fat tire, you have 1 chain, 1 adjustment. It makes it real simply, especially if you're not real mechanical. A lot of guys could handle tightening their chain on the stock bike. When they got into customizing the bike, the 2-chain system became very confusing. It was very hard to get things aligned. Raven 17x12 rear rim, RC Components again, Avon Venom 330/30/17 tire, Triple Z chrome plated chain. There's so much stuff and time in this. The total build price on the engine alone was $35,000. We probably have just over $100,000 into the bike itself. Gills rear sets. The air compressors are hidden in the front rear M ducts. It's got lithium-ion battery to make room for power commanders and remotes. It's hard to put everything on paper in a short interview as you go through something like this. I started it last year. We have 360 intensive labor hours into this build. If someone came right now and said I have a $100,000 check for this bike, it would not be leaving. It would be going in my trailer. So we just got it done. It'll be in Daytona in March, and then from that point we might consider some type of resale purpose with it. If you guys have any questions about fat tire, custom conversions, air ride, nitrous, that's what we do. We're located in Lansing, Michigan. M43Powersports.com, RCCSportBike.com. You can call us anytime, 517-925-8154. Anyone has any questions, tech questions, I'm there from 9 to 9, Monday through Friday, and usually available on the weekends also. So feel free to call if you have any questions.